Hello and welcome! Silrace here to talk about Dawn War 3. It is finally time to tackle the two biggest glaring issues I have with the game. Background footage is just me playing random games of Dawn War 3. No campaign spoilers, nothing of the sort there, just there for your distraction while I talk. So, I decided to give the fine folks who brought us this nice game about a week to do something about these two glaring issues. And as time has basically passed, so it's finally time for me to really tackle on, get on cracking with these things. Starting with the first and the biggest one, and that being no rebindable keys. This is a game with a AAA asking price tag on it, and it has no rebindable keys. It is a real-time strategy game and has no rebindable keys in it. How did this even happen? Yes, we have access to software and third-party hardware solutions to this issue, rebinding our keys outside of the game. However, somebody actually give me a plausible reason why a game of this caliber, of this magnitude, does not have rebindable keys built into it. Because I cannot see any actual reason other than either, a lot of negative words I could say about the development of the game, but I just choose not to because I don't want to insult anybody. Seriously. It's silly, it's dumb. For one, it alienates a whole lot of people who now cannot play the game because of this issue. And, of course, it does make it harder for anybody else who might be able to still play the game fine, but would like to change the place of a few keys here and there. And they cannot do that without some kind of third-party software or hardware. A simple thing would be, for example, anybody who is a lefty and wants to actually use the mouse with the left hand. Place your right hand on the keyboard right now, where this game's keys are basically located. Q, W, E, R, that sort of stuff, spacebar. Try to actually use those with your right hand. It doesn't really work now, does it? No, it doesn't, for a lefty. There are a whole lot of people who have other fine motor skills issues, have been injured somehow and so forth, who cannot play with these default keybinds. That actually even includes me. I cannot use Ctrl and Shift in the fashion this game requires me to, with using Q, W, E, R and so forth keys at the same time. I cannot. It gets uncomfortable for me very, very quickly, to the point where I know that, okay, this is going to be very painful for me very shortly, and I have to stop playing. And that's not fun, right? Because gaming is supposed to be fun and stuff. However, here, I am told, basically by the game, you play it as we want you to play or you don't play. And in this instance I'm like, well, then I don't play your game. Because you don't allow me to, do very basic things such as rebind keys. On this front though, I do have to give them massive credit on one other thing. Minimap colors. The most prevalent color blindness for people is red and green color blind. And the fact that the minimap colors for different races and, opponents and yourself is not red and green. That is a brilliant decision. It basically allows all the red and green colorblind people to play this game fine, without having to worry about any of that. But no rebindable keys? Really? How did you even manage that? Anyway, moving on from that particular topic to the next big issue I have. And that is the progression system. We are not playing an MMORPG here, where you first grind from 1 to the max level and then you start gearing and doing raids and so forth. No, we are playing a real-time strategy game where everything is reset between different matches. I queue up for a game of Dawn of War 3, everything starts from the same beginning. Once the game ends, and the next one again starts from the beginning. It resets. So why is there a progression system which makes objectively certain units better when you have those progression system stuff unlocked for them? Why is this in here at all in a real-time strategy game? Yes, I understand. StarCraft 2 has a progression system, which is entirely cosmetic, by the way. There is nothing there which actually gives anybody any kind of an edge over the other player in the game itself they're playing. Same thing happens with Heroes of the Storm and so on. Like, why is there a progression system here like this? If you want to change the progression system, and I hope that it gets changed, I will give you a few reasons, but I'm gonna throw a very simple, you know, replacement for it right here. Unlock all of these progression we have for every single player out there right away. And what you do is you go into the army painter and you lock those and make it so that every time you win a game with a certain race, you can unlock one color for that race. This is a simple swap around. Now your progression system is cosmetic, where the player gets to choose which color would I like my army to be in after they win a game with that particular race. Whereas they are objectively on the same line in the game with everybody else. There you have it. Done. Now, the main big reason I have with objective, more power giving progression systems like this for a game such as Dawn of War 3 is because if you look a few months down the line, half a year down the line, a year down the line, right now it's not such a big deal. We're still very close to the release, people haven't unlocked everything and so on for all the races and such. People are kind of on the same line. Folks who really started on the release or playing against each other, kind of on the same line. How about 6 months down the line? Dawn of War 3 goes on sale, people who have been, you know, holding back, and it's like, oh, it's on sale now, okay, let's grab it and let's play it now. Well, not only are they playing against people who have been playing the game for a longer time, and such, they already, you know, have experience with the game, they know what they are doing and what they should not be doing, but on top of that, their units are objectively stronger than the brand new player. Not only is that new player now thrust into a situation where they are probably playing against somebody who is better at the game than they are, because they have played for longer, but their units of the opponent are also purely stronger. How does that make any sense to anybody? Why is this a thing? And yes, I know it's very easy to grind it against an objective, you know, AI. You just grind it. I'm not playing an MMORPG here where I would be grinding my way to the max level to then get raid content or whatever. I'm playing a real-time strategy game here. Why is my unit worse than somebody else's? It's like, what the fluff is happening here? Now, I don't want to drag this video on any more than this. Relic, please listen and fix these two issues. Thank you very much, because these make no sense whatsoever. Especially the rebindable keys being missing. That needs to be addressed fast. Thank you very much for watching and for listening to me ranting and rambling.